Good morning, Electric All Wheel. I'm here with Baron. We have the brand new Lectric XP 3.0 step through with that 20 amp current limit, new controller, and we're excited to add a second battery. We're gonna get right into it, so if you haven't already, give us a like and subscribe. We've got a lot of other videos that share this as well. 1.0, 2.0, Lite. We can actually do dual batteries in a lot of the branded videos that we have. We just haven't gotten a hold of the bikes yet, so it takes some time. I do have a day job and this guy requires a lot of my time too, so we're gonna get to it. Give us a like and subscribe. Here we go. You need to go that way. So we have the infamous 48 volt 10 amp hour high long battery that we've been using on a lot of the bikes. It's just a really good compartmentalized size, and it adds enough amp hours to get you a distance that is suitable for a lot of the longer range rides that people want to do. We also have the kit. This is the Electric All Wheel dual battery discharge balancer kit with a 20 amp limit balancer on it. And then we have the external factory battery adapter, and we're gonna show this hooked up to a 3.0, and we have a bag that fits quite nice on the rear rack, so we're gonna use that too. What I'm actually gonna do is disassemble real quick so you can watch that process, and then I'll talk it back through when we get to it. So it's in there. The balancer is over the top. I flip this around. What you'll find is that when you first get it, the wires will be on the back side, and then you'll want to turn the controller over and then bring the wires to the front. So always and ever gently remove your equipment. So I'm going to unplug the battery plate, unplug my extensions, which are both on the input side of the balancer, and then unplug the balancer from the controller. Take this apart, flip it around. And this is what you're gonna see. So it'll be turned like this with the controller inside. I use the length of the power run to not have anything sticking out the front, and then your plate will be buttoned up. You get your kit. It has two XT60 male to female 400mm extension cables, braided wrapped with heat shrink ends up to the XT60. My favorite thing is that they're black. I can't stand the yellow plugs, so I'm glad that we have these. And you have your kit. This kit is intended for all of the XP lines, so it does come with two adapters. You will not need these for the 3.0. And then once we get it running, we'll test the infamous 48 volt 10 amp hour high long battery, and once we do that, we'll turn it back off, and then we're going to test the external factory battery adapter for the Lectric XP 3.0. So this will sit on the faceplate. We're going to look for the plus and minus, and then it will plug in there, and then when it's out, you actually have the ability to clip this over it. Go. I'm just going to gently pull on your controller, unplug the XT60s. This is the controller face. And there is plenty of slack, so I am going to turn this around. There we go, and then I'll have this up front. On my balancer, the import of juice from the batteries comes from this cable end, so I'm going to make sure that I put this end up through the bottom. There we go. Now I'm just going to plug it into my balancer and then make sure it doesn't come inside go inside the frame housing. Plug in the extra extension, and there we go. From there, I am going to plug in my battery plate, which is the other battery input, and then plug in to the controller. So I'm going to press this down, and I'm going to take this and send it over the top. I'm being mindful of the slack here, so I'm going to pull that out the back as it's going so I get as much as I can, so I can utilize this bag to house my external battery when it's outside the frame. I'm just going to send it down the back top of that thing. I pulled the slack, set that in there, and there we go. There we go. Here's my extension cable out the back. I'm just going to take this, grab the 48 volt high long battery, take its end, and then plug it in. From there, power on, has one. Give that thing. Yep, it's on. Okay. Now that we know that's working, I'm going to unplug this battery. Take this one out. On the faceplate of this, so now I'm going to install the external factory battery adapter. So I'm looking at the faceplate, I see that there's a plus and a minus. I'm going to use red on plus, black on the minus sign. And then I'm going to send the adapter through the wires, line up the pins. The pins are not live, there is no current charge to them, and then just clip it in. All right. Now that I have this end, I'm going to plug it in here. Oh, I need to make sure and key it on. There we go. So it's keyed on. Now it's on. There's PAS 1. Now it has these Velcro straps, so that's what I plan to use. I'm going to leave this on here. This bike is going to go to a worthy recipient in a drawing, so we are going to try and leave this tag on, but I'm going to get this hooked up or show you essentially what it will do. But the idea here is that this battery will go inside the case. And then you can zip up the enclosure. And now I'm going to give you a demo of what the recommended battery looks like. So I've got my cable run up through the bottom here. And I'm going to take this bag, put strap side to the seat post, and then strap my cable with my Velcro wraps while I'm strapping the battery in. And then I have my wire through my Velcro. I'm going to bring it around to the side. Plug in my battery, and I'm just going to tuck that in. And there we go. So we got the second battery hooked up. Let's get the original battery back in. I'm just a big fan of closing this thing without keying it because it's a pain in the butt. But key it, lock it. And there you go. This key location is the worst ever for Lectrics. I understand the key mechanism is about that long inside the battery, and that interferes with the width. But sure would be nice if they invested in an engineer that would get a side key that worked. I know that that would make them smaller. Alright, so you imagine this going through the side of the bike like that. That's the full body of the battery, which doesn't work either. So I don't know what it is, maybe over the top, but that would suck for anyone that wanted to put something here, and then the kick over the plate would actually break the key. So I don't know, but I would definitely take the time to invest in something that might seem appropriate. That would mean a smaller key. For now, other than the key, I really like the bike, and let me demo that it works with both batteries. Okay, so what I'm going to do is come in here, unplug my extension from the battery itself. I know the key is on, so then I'm just going to press the power button. There you see it. There's positive. That's the factory battery. And you've already seen this working on its own, so we're just going to plug that in. All right, there you have it. This is a dual battery Lectric XP 3.0 folding 500 watt fat tire. It's the latest version in their fleet, and this is the step through model. So you're adding 10 amp hours to the already 14 amp hour extended range, and if you've got the regular 10 amp hour, then you're doubling your capacity. Haven't already, like and subscribe, check out our other YouTube videos, check out our TikTok, and somebody please help us with Instagram. We'll talk to you next time.